Hello there, everyone. This is Mr. G, and welcome to part one of a two-part lecture series on this week's topic, chords and harmony. In this video, we're going to talk about how to build the three types of chords that we'll be experimenting with this week. We've got major, minor, and diminished. So first, let me talk briefly about what chords are. At least in the context of this week's material, chords are essentially two thirds stacked on top of each other. And that's essentially what all chords are, actually, just interval stacks. But in the case of a major chord and a minor chord, it's a bunch of thirds, actually. So let's just give ourselves a random note for our major. I'm going to go with an A. I'm going to turn that into a whole note just for ease of reading. So in order to create a major chord, what we need to do is from our bottom note, we need to go a major third above that. And if you remember, if you looked at this chart from the previous week, you'll know that a major third above a note is 4 half steps. Let's pull out our piano keyboard and find 4 half steps above A. 1, 2, 3, 4. So in this case, we need a C sharp. Let me put that C, and then I'll go up to the pitch palette to add the sharp. And then once we have the middle note, we need to add a third note above that. In this case, we need a minor third above this middle note. And then we pull out our chart again. A minor third above any given note is 3 half steps. So we need to go 3 half steps up from C sharp. 1, 2, 3. And that would be E. There we are. So then now we have our major chord, an A major chord, because it's built on A. Whoops. And that's what that sounds like all together. You gotta love it. So now we're gonna go and build a minor chord. Let's also make it on A, just to illustrate the difference between all three of these chords. So when you're building a minor chord, from the bottom, you are going to need a minor third up, which again from the chart is 3 half steps. So we'll go and find our A again and go 3 half steps above. 1, 2, 3. C. And then from that C, we need to go and add a major third. So now 4 half steps above. C, 4 half steps, 1, 2, 3, 4, which is E. There we go. And if we are to play this, that sounds just slightly different from the major. Again, major, minor. Major sounds a little bit more upbeat. Minor sounds a little bit more mysterious. Now, diminished is where things get a little bit funky. A diminished chord is actually 2 minor thirds stacked on top of each other. So let's go again. Minor third up from A, we know is C. And then we need a minor third up from C, which in this case would be 1, 2, 3. And E flat. So make sure that's selected, then go to the pitch palette and add a flat. Now diminished chords, they just sound crunchy. Extremely unpleasant. So, one more time. Let's just soak in that unpleasantness for a minute. Okay. So here's the aural difference between the major, minor, and diminished. Major sounds rather happy and upbeat. Minor, perhaps a little bit lonesome and mysterious. Diminished, just nasty. Want nothing to do with you. That's what a diminished chord sounds like. So, let me take a brief cutaway, and then I'll highlight each of the intervals that are inside each of the chords. And I'm back, now with the intervals actually written in between each of the groups. So a major chord consists of 2/3, one major third and one minor third. But all three together, all three notes, both intervals together, make up a major. So major is a major third plus a minor third. A minor chord is a minor third and a major third. Both played together make up a minor chord. A diminished chord is a minor third and a minor third. There we go. And that will do it for how to spell major, minor, and diminished chords. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to get in touch with me at any time. Music be with you.